Alright, y'all. We got a 2013 Dodge Avenger 2.4 liter. I noticed that nobody did a video on the head gasket replacement. What's involved in getting this job done and completed in a timely fashion is, first thing you want to do is you want to take the exhaust down back here in the back, pull the whole exhaust off from the downpipe. You're going to want to leave the exhaust manifold on the actual cylinder head. You're going to want to loosen up the water pump pulley bolts before you take the belt and the tensioner off. Once you do that, you're going to take off all your pulleys down there, your crank pulley, your idler pulleys. Pull your power steering back like this here. You want to take all this stuff off. Take off the motor mount. Once you get the motor mount off, you're going to want to come back up to the top. Pull the intake manifold off. After you pull the intake manifold off, this is after you took off the thermostat housing. On these cars, they're kind of bulky. They look kind of like a Nerf football with some oblong stuff hanging off of it. This guy right here. Then once you get all that off, pull all your necessary wires off, all that good stuff. Take your valve cover off. Once you take the valve cover off, you're going to want to take the cams out. The reason why you're going to want to take the cams out, on most cylinder heads you can leave the cams in. This particular vehicle has this blocking, runs over the top of the cams, and it's blocking the actual head gasket, or the cylinder head studs, which are actually a star bit, which I didn't like. I don't like hex bits or star bits, but unfortunately we had the star bit on this motor. And if you want, I can tell you which star bit it took. Let's see here. This is what one of the bolts look like. It's one of the head studs. And you're going to need this guy right here. And that is a T55. So once you get that all loose, of course, you're going to want to pull your crank cover off, the side cover, or whatever you want to call it. Take all the 10mm bolts out of that. It's got a couple of 12mm bolts in it as well. It's on this motor heavily siliconed. I don't think all that's necessary, so I'm going to clean that up and look at the assembly booklet to see how much RTV you should actually use versus what I see there. If it takes that much, we'll put that much back, but I seriously doubt that we're going to need that much RTV. So do that at your own risk, people. Just giving you a heads up. Once you get that off, your cylinder head will be pretty much ready to lift off at that point. And then you can send your head out to get it milled, pressure tested, cleaned up, all that good stuff. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything that you had to do in this job. I didn't go through it detail by detail. However, you mechanically inclined guys could just take the information that I presented and breeze right through this. You're probably going to want to get some instructions on how the timing goes back and all that good stuff. This is a timing chain motor. It has two timing chains, a lower one and an upper one. You don't have to pull the lower one to pull the cylinder head off. Yeah, this is a 2013 Dodge Avenger. Here's your side cover off, all that RTV on it. Let's see here, your intake manifold and your valve cover. So once you get the head off, probably want to pull your oil pan too, because the way that the side cover is actually designed on this car, it runs on this lip here, along that lip. So you're going to want to probably pull the whole pan so you get a real good seal once you put it back on first. And then once you got the head off, you pull your exhaust manifold shields off, the exhaust manifold, and then you can breeze right through this job. So I'm going to cut this video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to subscribe to this channel, just hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys. Y'all have a great evening.